Tech Day, engine build number 6. I want to thank our camera person, Sue, far left.
And they're really hard to put on, but if I can't get it to stay the way it should stay, I think I'm going to probably end up doing that. Try one more time.
Is there a spring in there that pushes it back out, or why is it coming back out?
No, it's just...
It's a press fit?
Yep. It just presses in and stays in place.
I had heard people talk about the golf tee technique, but I wouldn't have imagined it would have been here. That doing this.
Yeah, let's see if that's going to stay. Okay, well, we're going to install the main jet. Hold it into place. The main jet, again, you clear the hole with a wire brush wire completely through it and hold it up to the light. You should be able to see light through the main jet. And this is, we'll look at the number on the jet. My eyes are probably not good enough to read the number. Let's see. I don't even see a number. Anybody with really good eyes?
No number that I can discern.
Okay. Well, it should have a number. It doesn't, but it's probably...
Saying the little...
It's a pretty small jet. It should be a 75 jet or smaller. Okay, we're going to install the idle. This is the idle jet.
Could it be an 80?
No, no. So the idle jet you install next.
And using a screwdriver doesn't mess up the hole there?
No, but I need a smaller screwdriver. Is there a smaller one? I'm not going to tighten that. Maybe on my tool table there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now, and if I didn't lose the needle...
You mean smaller is in?
Yeah, that's not going to work either.
This one's smaller?
Yeah, I think that'll work great. Okay, we're going to put the float bowl on now. So I put the needle and seat together, and the float's going to go in, and the float pin.
Then they turn right around.
And is the new pin that you're putting in, is that in the kit?
This,
or do you have to save
this
the old
is not important. You would save the old one. And what keeps this from falling out is the body, the way this is designed.
There's like a little notch.
There's a notch. So once it's in, this thing won't pop out. So now the internal part of the carburetor is complete. The main jet, the idle jet, the new needle and seat, the float bowl is in great shape. It's clearing everything. It's not bent. A lot of times these are collapsed, and we have a new gasket. So now we're ready to assemble the bottom with the top.
And how often do you see one of those filled up with gas?
And don't you have to adjust that the way that that float is in there sometimes?
No,
For the height?
not very often. Most of the time, it's already adjusted. If you have to adjust it, it's a problem normally. So if somebody's bent it or it's noticeable, and then a lot of times I like to use new floats.
So
rather than adjusting it. Yeah, it's better to do that.
And the float will come adjusted pretty close from the factory?
Yeah.
Well, you can't adjust it. I don't think
An unrelated question, are those soft drinks in the refrigerator?
No, but you can bring them out. You want to bring a few out for people. Okay, tightness is you want it tight so that it will seat. You don't want to over tighten it, but I'll put a little bit of effort into tightening because it's a new gasket, and once it seals, you don't have to worry about any leaks. Okay, the carburetor is mostly complete. We're going to put this on, but it's going to fall off probably, so we're going to watch it. Make sure. I'm going to put the new screws in place. So this is the mixture screw, and it gets a spring.
I kind of met at night and looked it over a little bit. When I got in the next morning, he was fired up.
So it'll get a new spring.
There's a brand new jet there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, where's that supposed to go?
Right here?
Yeah.
That's the idle.
Oh, idle, okay. Alright,
So,
external.
yep. And we got a little problem. Technical difficulty. We got a washer clip where it shouldn't be. Okay, so
Are those both the same size?
nope.
or-
So we're gonna use this one.
I think we would know that, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's why I'm asking questions. So I want to rough.
Well, this, what you'll notice is that this is longer, so the longer one goes there. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We're gonna pause for a sec. I need to tighten that idle jet, so let's just pause it for a sec, and I'll just go back in and do that.
Okay. Thing about the size of the jet again, I bet people would want to know that.
Okay,
We're back on camera.
the stock Honda carburetor comes with a 65 jet. That's the size of the hole and the amount of fuel that flows through it. But the ideal jet size for a Honda Trail 90 is a 75 jet. So that's one of the main reasons that you want to replace the jet that comes in the kit, because the jets really don't wear out.
Thanks.
In the porous part of the
Okay.
So I'll just take, I have big things of battery on
So we're going to do the new spring right
put about
there.
this much in a bowl, plastic bowl, and just dip it in, leave it about 15, 20 seconds, take it out.
And you always, this is the idle jet, you always hand start it so you don't cross thread anything.
I mean, like 15 seconds is all you need.
And all the way in lightly, all the way in till it bottoms, and then back.
I don't know, but I mean, it cleans them up.
A turn and a half just to get the bike running. Same thing with this. All the way in, easy, don't over tighten it. Once it stops, it's done. And then back, 1.5 turns. That's kind of the starting point, on a new, especially on a new engine. Okay, so we've got most of this carburetor completed now. And
No, I see, I like the
we'll turn that over
I
to...
won't use that damn cream, there's no way. And the red coat, like the looks of it, I've seen it. And it's almost like cream.
Carburetor's ready to bolt on.
You know what? I have pulled so many bladders out of tanks. It used to be cream.
Guys ready to go.
What? Put it up.
You didn't even know you could have it. I never eat that.
Do we need to get by one of Corey's
Table in here. I didn't know
things there?
Well, that's just a
Oh, this is good. This is nice the way somebody's already put a gasket against the plastic. And this is important for heat to keep this from warping. So if you are not going to use one and just going to use a gasket, be prepared to have this warp, and it creates a vacuum problem. The bike won't run correctly. If you run into that, you can see that you can use a flat file to take the warpage out of this, but it's a problem that a lot of people don't check when they're
And you guys,
rebuilding a carburetor.
never recommend any silicone sealant, like bathtub caulking or anything like that?
Nope, not at all. It just goes in the way Honda wanted it to go in. This is the way they did it.
So that rubber gasket was always in the original design. That's not something you
This is an isolator. It isolates the carburetor from the intake, and all this heat comes up through here. Now, one of these sides must be stripped, because that's why you gave me a nut. Okay.
Yeah, with Fallbrook, and that's almost driving through Corona. That's one thing I miss about living in the mountains. You'd have to get. Well, my favorite thing was sausage. Yep. Yeah. Because you always have so much.
Which side?
We'll see which one stripped when I get going here. I think it's this side.
And does this kit come with the gasket in the elbow, at the carb cap?
Yes.
Because you can't buy that gasket separately.
No, but you can get any O-ring.
Stick that in there.
Yeah, you can put O-ring.
Okay. So what's the part that's stripped? Is it on the carburetor
I'm
itself?
waiting to see if it's this side.
Is it that side?
Yeah. So you're going to put this in. I need another 10.
Do you have fuel? Good gasoline?
I do. Yeah, it's right there.
There's a tin. I think there's another one right under there, unless somebody took mine. No, I mean there's a whole. There's a right there. Yeah.
And tight, not necessarily over tightened, but you don't want any air leak. So You got to make sure that it's tight. So that's good to go. The slide, you want to put a new needle or just kind of go with, I'd rather, for the fresh engine, I'd rather go with this. Okay, so on one of these, I actually take, there's some double-aught steel wool on the table there.
So you're going to use the old needle?
Yeah, I'm going to use the old needle because
It matches, unless you took out the replacement, that matches what's in there.
So you can see that it's got just some scale built up from the fuel, and all you're going to want to do is clean that off. This is double-aught steel wool. It might even be triple-aught, but you just want to take it and make sure there's no debris on the slide, and then it'll work better. You don't want to, it probably ran great in its day, so you don't really want to mess with the height. There's an adjustment on these, but for now we're going to run it just the way it was originally on the engine.
You guys you're gonna check it to make sure that the clip is still got it in the middle notch?
No, I can see where it is. It's in the middle notch now.
Yeah, I took it apart.
And I actually put a slight amount of grease on this. It won't stay on for that long, but that way it slides properly. You check it for burrs along here from somebody prying it out with a screwdriver. This one's never been pried out, so it's in good shape, and it'll slide fine.
It's almost impossible to bring them back. Somebody reported to DMV that they had junked it.
And it's ready to go.
Yeah.
If you put it in the other way, then you got to get it out. So until we install it, that's the way it'll sit. The slide goes in.
It
goes in that way. But until we get it on the bike and running, we're just going to put it like that. And there you have a complete carburetor rebuild.
Waiting for the paper.